Hello and welcome to another Blueprints episode. Today, talking a little quieter. This is going to be also a YouTube exclusive playthrough. Probably going to be a shorter one day on this one, but we all know how these days sometimes go and they go crazy. But we've got it's the afternoon on the weekend. Everyone's kind of snoozing. Ash is snoozing. We've got some company over. Maybe a surprise guest might stop in at some point on this video. Many who have been following my channel on Twitch will know who this person is, but if you're new and just watching me on YouTube, might be new to you. But we'll see if they pop in. They're taking a nap right now. Just came from a long flight, but I won't give away anything else there. We are starting day number 34, and if I go back real quick, I accidentally hit start the day before I was actually ready, so I was like, oh, panic starting the recording. But this should be part 19. So we'll check. We're on day 34. This might actually be part shoot, this might be part like 20 now. Double check. I think it might be part 20. Anyways, it doesn't really matter ultimately. We are on day 34, and gosh, last time we figured out a few things. We figured out the cloister. That was huge. Something we've been trying to figure out for a while. Thank you to the solarium, I believe it was the room that got us that. It was not there. It was Studio Additions. Where is the solarium? Where is it? It's got to be under. It's not under Studio Additions. Conservatory, it wasn't there. Am I losing my mind? I thought it was a Studio Edition. I thought it was one that we added. Like the clock tower and the kennel and the dovecote. Well, that's interesting. It's not even on our list. Am I losing my mind? It wasn't a different room, right? It was definitely, we got terrace, patio, courtyard, cloister. Okay, that's interesting. How did we get it then? I thought I added it through the Studio Editions, through the drafting room. I don't think there's any weird. It's weird that it's not appearing here. Okay, well, maybe we'll figure out what the heck, why that happened. But we figured out in the solarium how we can access the inside of the cloister. That is so strange, though. That's actually tripping me out. We did get to go to the sauna, so we have 90 steps, so this could be a really good day. It's also been a few days since I played this, but I like to go back and look at the pictures. I think I may have put something together on The Office. Safe. I still don't know. I think I have an idea of what the date should be for the not The Office, but The Study. I just don't know what that date is. I have no clue about the drawing room still. Okay, Tomb is really good. So is Shelter. Root Cellar. could be good. Getting the gold for the tomb is always exciting because if we have a chance to get the shop, the bookstore, not the shop, the bookstore, that would be pretty incredible. So it's hard for me to pass up the tomb. I wonder if I could go down there and get the key. I'm gonna test it. I wonder if the key to, we get some free dice. There's a lot of good stuff down here that we can get. I mean, even more than just the access to, you know, the underground. I think there's potentially a lot of good stuff down here. And there might be more that we haven't even found. Let's see if we can get a key, because that means we wouldn't even need to find Kochek. Yes, and there's another key. Sweet. So this certainly helps. Lady Epson's diary key. I really like, that's something I've been trying to get the last few runs. There's a dig spot there in case we come back down with a shovel. But yeah, if you've been watching our runs up to this point, you know that finding her key, or being able to get the diary, has been one of my main goals. There are a few dig spots down here, could be worth checking out later. I think it's worth opening the passage. I think it's going to cost us a step. 2 steps probably, but you know, opening this up in case we end up underground and want to come back up through this way, just gives us more options. Okay, so things we want to do. Lady Epson's diary, definitely a big one. It would have been nice to get classrooms, didn't have that as an option, so that's okay today. We will not have to focus on classrooms. We got so close to the end on classrooms. I also thought about so many things I've been thinking about, but the math on one of those classrooms, it was not the squared one. I think we figured that out okay. It wasn't even square root, I don't think. It was the one that was causing me trouble was the like 21.7. I think it was rounding. I think it was rounding based on the number of lines. I'll have to go back and look at that, but I think it was rounding to the nearest whole number, and then it was like nearest 10, and then nearest maybe 100. I'd have to go back and look. I'm assuming that's what the lines mean. But anyways, we won't have classrooms today anyways. Let's just take the Nook, get a couple keys early. So I really want to get Lady Epson's diary. That's huge. Would like to get the cloister, figure out if that's important. Den is really strong. I think we'll probably take the den here, so we can go to the right still. I don't really know the drawing room. I gotta think of a date for the drawing room, and at the moment I'm not sure what that would be. If it's potentially something about Herbert, like when he was drawing, you know. I will take a dead end here though. Or we could just take the office, which honestly, yeah, I'm good taking the office, because I think I can do this. So, ooh, car keys. I think I was really close. Also, the car keys have the logo of Mount Holly, which is cool. Or I think that's the logo from Reddington, which I was kind of curious what that was. But I think we were super close on this. So I did this live on stream, and I was frustrated, not upset, but frustrated that I felt like I was right there and didn't have it. So something that I said in that was, first I was focusing on all the different statues. I was like, 1 queen, 3 counts, 0 lord, 2 or 3 barons, 0 majors, and I was trying that code. Then I said, okay, rereading this, I went, I'm not sure in the last title is intended to be hearings or herrings. Then I went, herrings, red herrings. Okay. Are all the ones in red, like, why is, there's got to be importance to significance to why some of them are in black and red. I'm like, okay, so are we just supposed to focus on count? And I'm like, okay, well, there's 3 small count statues, but like, what do we get? What's the date? Just in here, thing, and then I'm going, flight of the queen, march of the count, fall of the lord, passing of the barons, herrings of the major, march of the count, march of the count, march. March is a date, potentially. March of the count. If we count small Gates, it was Count Isaac Gates. 8 dates. So I'm thinking that this code is March 03, 3 small gates. So it'd be 0303. Could be 0304 if they're thinking that one counts, but I think it wants us to count the small ones. So I'm gonna go with my answer here. I believe is 0303. We will put it to the test. I'm really hoping this works. Let's go. Man, that one stumped me for quite a while. And I thought about the red herrings more, and that I was on the right track. I just, sometimes you need to step away. Ooh, and this is an 8, and this is a sideways 8. So let's see. I think I have a page dedicated to these. Office, study, drawing room. I gotta write drawing. I do have a. So we already had the office written down. This is red envelope. Opened with 0303. So I definitely believe, obviously, full-heartedly that the rest of them will be opened with dates. So the drawing room has got to be some sort of a date. Study, I really think, is about Herbert's mom. We just haven't found enough information on her, I don't think, yet. I'm sure maybe there's a book, or there's some sort of a information, maybe in the diary, maybe the diary of some, I don't know. This is number. It's so interesting that the 8s are always sideways, like infinity. There was the infinity symbol on in the classroom on that big poster board. It was on the south key, and it had the 8 at the bottom. I don't have, probably one of the problems that I've done is that south key right there. Is that I haven't taken screenshots on my computer, so I can't necessarily pull them up, but I'm just sticking with the phone at this point. Okay, this should be a note about some of the meeting notes, so we'll see what that from the meeting room, boardroom. March 3rd, dear 0303. Dear Mr. Sinclair, thank you for promptly answering all our demands, not involving the police, and allowing this unfortunate transcription to transpire as smoothly as one could hope. And while I'm guessing you had hoped to never hear from us again once we had given you back the envelopes, we felt that one final red letter of our own was merited, given the circumstances. Hopefully, you will not be as careless with this missive as you were with the others. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Oh, I see. Correspondence this incriminating should be kept in safes, not desk drawers. Okay. So that's why he's putting them in the safes, because this seems like it's from like the Red Guard. But let's first put your apprehensions aside, as I'm sure another red envelope is the last thing you expected to find on your desk this week. No, we are not making more demands, and no, we do not have copies of the other letters. You are already more than generous and accommodating, and the least we can do is fulfill our end of the bargain. So why write to you at all? Why incriminate ourselves further if we already have what we want? In a word, principles. After reading your eloquent reply to our initial note, it became apparent to us that there had been a few misunderstandings. This letter is intended to clarify some of those points, and hopefully will place our schemes in a softer light. First, we may have gotten too excited with the colorful language of blackmail. Okay, so these are the ones who put the blackmail. I thought, okay, they put the blackmail in his desk that is in room 46. With the colorful language of blackmail, but our goal was never to terrorize, despite what you may believe you interpreted as thinly veiled threats towards your young nephew. I want to personally assure you there was never any tangible danger. If we gave any impression we would hurt the youngster, it was meant only in the very vague sense of hurting his social prospects. And yes, while we admit that our word choices might be questionable, enough so, I keep saying we, enough so that it would be reasonable to accuse us of being intentionally misleading, we hope you believe us when we tell you that this was not a calculated ploy to elicit payment. However, as payment has been received, there is nothing to be gained by scrutinizing the questionable ethics that were employed in our extortion of those funds. Little defense can be mustered on that score. Additionally, any judgmental tone you may have detected when we discussed the content of your stolen letters was entirely unintended. We want it on record that we do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family in any way, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to, and you thought this letter couldn't get more incriminating for us. Again, we feel guilty as sin, and only time will tell if the financial recompense will outweigh our culpability. Even though you will never hear from us again, we hope this parting letter will result in you thinking of us and our dealings, if not favorably, at least sympathetically. Sorry for the inconvenience. Forever Anonymous X. Weird. I'm not sure. Okay, so this person or group known as X blackmailed Herbert. And they did find the red letters that were not in safes. So they somehow were in the house. And they took them and blackmailed Herbert into paying them to get the letters back. So they want to say they're not trying to hurt Simon. It's very well written. We do not consider ourselves superior to you and your family anyway, and are in fact entirely sympathetic to the underlying cause that the letters pertain to. Obviously, there's something about. Without all of the letters, it's hard to say. I mean, this is only the third one we've gotten. The other two are having to do with family. Generally being upset at him. So. Time will tell them outweigh our culpability. I wonder how much he paid him. And was it just to get the letters back, essentially? It's interesting. I wanted to look at that picture in room 46. I need to make like a folder on my phone so I don't have to like scroll through other photos I've taken in between. Da-di-da. Room 46. They said the secret room is not as secure as you thought. We have your letters. 8 letters, 8 payments, 100 gold. Instructions to follow. 8 letters. This is number 8. Eight payments of 100 gold is what they wanted for 8 red letters. So I guess they were like, we're adding one to the total. I don't know. It's interesting. I don't think we're going to run any of this. I don't think we even need to log in at the moment, but nice. We got our 3rd red letter. That's very cool. There's still 5 more to get. We did, we were told by Alzara that we would never find one of them, but good with the parlor here. We could do this real quick, just make sure we have some gems. Okay. One of the other 2 boxes is false. Okay, could be true. You will open this box and find it empty. That could be true. The blue box is true. That also could be true. Okay, so let's start here, because if the blue box is, if this is true, then it means the blue box has to be true. And it says one of the other 2 boxes is false. We know that one would be true, so that would make this one false. And that would mean that it has gems in it. Gives us a pretty, that gives us an answer. So that I'm definitely leaning towards that being the way. But if this is false, then the blue box is false, which means one of the other 2 boxes is false. And if that's false, inherently this would have to be false, but it creates basically a catch-22 paradox, whatever you want to call it. And doesn't really give us an answer. So I think it's pretty sure it's in the white box. This is false. You open this box and find it empty. False. You open this box and it will be full of 2 gems. There you go. That one was not too hard. Ooh, coin purse is also very nice. Definitely want to get the library today. And of course we want to get it's always tough to decide, do we want to, what are we gonna get here? Most likely. Storeroom. We did the nook. We could get the den, which would just go across. Oh, we did the den already. We could get the pantry, which would probably take us to the left. So either way, that's gonna be no good. I guess we've gotten the Chamber of Mirrors. Could get the library. Drawing room wouldn't be terrible. What other common rooms could we get? We could get the halls. We could get. I think we're more likely to get something that goes straight. So I think we open it from the other side versus something that goes right. Yeah, I think we gotta take the corridor, and that's fine. So otherwise we could be in a weird spot. Okay. Let's go here. I don't necessarily hate taking one of these, but I really would rather have, I think we'll do spare room. I would rather get those after I get the nursery. Like, if this is the nursery, I wouldn't be so upset. Commissary could be good. Regular bedroom. We could get the bedroom and then maybe we get the closet and then we would take that. No, I just said I would rather combo it with the nursery, but in this case it does have an extra door. Wow, freezer already. Really want to get Ladyship's chamber, so we're gonna have to get around from the left. We have to come from the north down to the south. Obviously don't really want the freezer right now, so we'll probably take the West Wing Hall. Is there anything else in here? I still think this cupboard opens. This dresser. How? I have no clue. Probably pull down a random book or something. Probably something that I've been very close to accidentally clicking a million times. Just like that candle in the drawing room. Yeah. They just know. It feels like they know you're not going to click on everything, and they know exactly what you're probably not going to click. I mean, it's like the candle in the drawing room, the cloister, you know, how to get in there. This is Chamber of Mirrors. None of these are great. We could get rid of the Chamber of Mirrors. Kind of want to like reduce its common. I think we could do Courtyard. I mean, I really like the Courtyard, but the fact that it goes to the up and then we can maybe come around, I think is enticing to me. Ugh. Wanted something that's gonna go straight. Okay. Could have rerolled. Definitely could have rerolled there, actually. We have 2. Let's see. We are just the 1 wind-up key. Let's reduce these down. That is fine. Obviously, there doesn't seem there's anything in here. Utility closet. Chamber of Mirrors. Actually, isn't a terrible spot for the Chamber of Mirrors. We do have already 2 entrances, and the parlor could get us another. So, I'd rather not do archives, if we can help it. Okay. We really only just need to get straight across from the parlor. Okay. We're not going to go this way yet. Now this is burning steps, but we're working. We can go hit this switch. Okay. Clock tower would always be nice. We haven't pulled it early for a while. Okay. Definitely the drawing room here. I'm not going to spend too much time in here, but what date would make sense? I feel like the pictures seem relevant. I just don't know what sort of a date are you going to pull out of that. I feel like it could be more about Herbert in this case. Nice. We can do this as well. Let's see what we get. Aquarium. Would you like a duplicate copy of your floor plan? Actually, yeah, I think the aquarium's really, really good. So we will do that. Doors. It's every type of room. West Wing Hall. I don't know if I want another West Wing Hall. It's good. We'll leave it for now. I do like the aquarium though. Even though it does cost a gem. West Wing Hall doesn't cost anything, so that's always a benefit. And then, yep, coins and a key. So that's essentially what this room does. We can add duplicates to our pool. Get a lot of gems. Okay. We just haven't... We can go up from security that way. Okay. And we know there's a couple more gems in here if we're ever desperate. What's our time? 12:15. So if we do get the clock tower, it's gonna need to be here soon. Second den. We do like den. Commissary. We could redraw. I do like the den in this, but maybe let's redraw. See if we get something spicy. Okay, probably should just go with it. Let's redraw again. Unless we want the lab. Got another courtyard. Gymnasium. Might take gymnasium. I'm not feeling super worried about steps yet. Maybe there's some shoes. Nope. That would have been not bad, but I really do want to be able to go this way. Nursery. Second bedroom. Oh yeah, it's because we've got the Chamber of Mirrors now. We're redrawing everything. I am taking the nursery. Mother Goose. Okay. It's fine. Can burn the key. I'm good with the den here. Another gem. Actually allows us to basically completely open this up, and now we don't even have to go through the gym at all. All of these should be open. Did we completely close that now? That's fine. We don't necessarily need to go back up there. I guess there's only one side that opens. That makes sense. Okay, we have it all open. How cool. And what happens now? Can we still access these, or can we not access any of them? Oh, interesting. It's actually got to be kind of strategic. Luckily, we've already done what we needed. Okay. We go back to the den. I think we got all the gems we needed there. And I am happy with something that goes straight across. So let's do the spare green room. Yeah, I mean, hallway doesn't help us. We need something that goes both ways now. Need it to go up and down. We have one reroll. West Wing Hall is the play, 100%. Now, I'm going to do something. I'm actually going to go north first. I want to make sure we have a way out before we... Obviously, we're not taking the bedroom closet. Risky. Risky, risky, risky. I don't want to get locked by a key card. Okay, we're good. Alright, can we get it? Oh man, they really do not like us. We are going to re-roll this. I don't know what our luck is with Ladyship's Chamber, but... that is just nuts, man. That is just nuts. That we cannot pull this. And maybe it's because we have the Chamber of Mirrors that keeps kind of fucking it, but alright, boys. I do feel like there is something about this room that we just see that we just don't know. Like, there's got to be more to this room than we're aware of. Okay, well that sucks. I mean, we're doing really good, but our run could easily come to an end right now. I guess we could somehow come up to the foundation, but I think we need the key card. So, we have a key. I think we'll take the passageway. We have plenty of gems. As much as the closet would be nice, connected. Okay. We need multiple doorways. Oh boy. Okay. Is this one locked? It's not. Gosh, I really want Our Ladyship Chamber. I just cannot make it happen for some reason. Give ourselves the most options here. Because we got the boiler room, we're going to start getting stuff that's all, got the power running through it. Is there anything else we really care to do with power? I don't think so. At the moment. Crazy. Could do the mailroom. It's a little dangerous. The only reason I want the mailroom is to try and do that experiment, but we don't have the lab yet. So let's keep our options open. We have a trunk too. If we somehow get a sledgehammer, there's the lab. Okay, we'll do it this time. I'm not really worried about powering up the lab. I don't think, yeah, that doesn't have a... 3 halls in a row, too. We could look at the experiments, though. Like, again, it's if, like, there's... I feel like it wants us to get some letters, but no options for that. When you draft a hallway from another hallway, whenever you spend 2 or more gems drafting a room, the next 3 times you open a locked trunk, you can gain 3 gold for each red room in your house, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house, or permanently add 1 gold to your allowance. I think our allowance is pretty good. We actually could use some keys. We currently have 2 red rooms. So if we draft another red room, we'll get 1 key. So we might do that. Something to do with the keys. Gain 1 key for every 2 hallways. Actually, no, it's every 2 hallways, not red rooms. Whenever we spend 2 or more gems. Okay, let's do that. Because I do think we'll be spending some gems. Also have a lot of gold down probably in the tomb waiting for us. If we just count rooms that are dead ends, we actually don't have that many. Now that we've got a lot of rooms. The nursery might just be the nursery. We've actually drafted a lot of rooms with doors. That's hilarious. Okay. Bugger. Okay, we really gotta hope that none of these doors are locked, because we might be screwed. Certainly been an interesting run. Please, one of you be unlocked. Another locked trunk. We could get the casino. We get a key. Might be our best route. I know it's burning our gems, but could hit our luck here. We also get some gold. Let's test our luck. Limit 1 wager per day. Wow, that actually 2 free spin. Okay. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna man. You can win a lot for I wish you could like rotate it. Oh, it does. Wow. If you bet 100, you could actually get a lot. 10 plus steps. Cool. Holy crap. Okay. That's a little. We don't really have any stores. I actually might see if I can win a little bit of money first. And then, if we remember how to play, we have 2 snakes. So if we get a net, be careful. We don't want to burn all of our gold, but okay. there. One coin. There we go. Not a lot happening there. Could reroll. Nice. It's a win. Let's keep our lows. We're at 65 right now. No, we're probably right around there. Nah. Need some sort of a combo to make it worth it. Like, if you're close to something, like, that's fine. So, we're down one. Need to start hitting some of these. Wow. Okay. Do we go for a net here? Oh. Ooh, okay. Try for a crown. Lame. I don't think we can actually win, so. Okay. Kind of been our best win so far, is just double with the 3 coins. Oh, okay. Take the 5. I'd love to get 4 of the 4 of even the 3 coins would be nice. Nice. Gotta take your small wins. I don't like doing stuff if I like have to spin at least twice to even make something. 3 kings doesn't get anything, so. We could go for a net. Oh yeah. Anyways, the snake, it wouldn't have mattered, so we should have actually kept that. We could go for some snakes. Got nothing extra out of that. Losing a bit here. We're gonna have to roll twice. We haven't gotten a single like 4-leaf clover either. I'll just take the 6. I mean, I could have re-rolled for something, but okay. We'll re-roll once. Okay. It's like playing blackjack, man. Just kind of hovering. Net. Obviously, there's like rarity. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Try and get these off the snakes. Nice. Finally, a 4-leaf clover. Give us a coin. Look at that. We are up now. Barely. Okay. We re-roll. Come on, baby. Damn it. So close. Give us a snake. 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 Ah. Okay. We could re-roll. that. And this is why I have a gambling problem. I don't actually, but I do love casino games. Just don't go very often. That's how I avoid. Nice. But when I am there, beautiful. Can we add to it? Nice. Okay. Slowly but surely. I mean, if we get a snake. Coin. One of these has got to be a coin. Damn. No. Oh, damn. Over with a ×2. That is juicy. Okay, we're getting there to 100. Getting close. Can we get a net? A net. A net. Not really. I think if we keep playing enough, we'll hit the jackpot eventually. Wow. Okay. I don't think that the blanks do shit. So. Alright. One roll to get. That's fine. We're almost there to 100. What can we get here that would be good? I actually have no clue. If we got a snake? Actually, multiple 2x's doesn't really work unless you got like a clover or something. We could try for a snake. Snake. That's our snake right there. And I'm not gonna try and chase snakes there. I feel like fairly rare. We could chase a coin. Damn, there's the snake. Right when we don't want it. That's nothing. We'll take that. A clover with like ×2 would be pretty busted. Triple. Ah. Close. That would have been pretty strong. If we get a net. Damn. Hard to play for the net. Right back where we started. Ouch. Man. Next hand could be it though. Do a couple more. See if we can hit something nice. Ripple, nothing. Triple nothing again. I don't even know what you're looking for. 2x, like, maybe you get lucky with a clover, but odds are probably not. Jeez. I mean, if we hit a net there, that actually could have been good, but... Jeez. Alright, I think we're gonna bow out. Let's do our roll for 20. I was gonna see if we get to 100, but have to leave sometimes. Pull yourself away. Come on. No way we get in red again. 0 for 2 on this game. Is it really random? I really needed some gems or a key at the very least. Alright, here we go. We can do the parlor game, which is fine. It's gonna get us some gems. Okay, new parlor game. A box next to this box contains the gems. So if this is true, then it would mean it's in there. This is blank. A box next to this box displays a false statement. Well, we know this doesn't even have a statement, so this is just inherently false. So that means this has to be true, which means this has the gems. I mean, I think that's probably one of the easier ones. We'll take it. I really would have liked something that was going left, but... Ooh, cloister. We do know how to get in there. I think we gotta take... Oh, motherfucker. I just realized I didn't have enough gems. Damn it. We could take the items. I know that limits our options. What did we do? We did every time we spend 2 gems, we get keys for every 2 hallways. So right now we have a lot of halls. So we're getting a lot of keys every time. I might take this. We need some good items. I could have re-rolled too. Well, I actually didn't. I didn't have that. Sorry, I used that already. Now I can re-roll. And a gem would have been good right there. So yeah, this is feeling kind of rough. We haven't really gotten any good items. And we have no shops other than the casino. Damn it. This feels bad. Could do our reroll. 1 key for each bedroom in your house. That's probably just better than doing the Nook because we have a lot of keys or a lot of bedrooms. I do really want to get the library though. I don't know if we ordered a book or if we need to order a book. I think we have a book waiting for us, and I think it's the rune book. We only have 1 key. I might re-roll. I want something that goes up. Okay, we do have the... I think I take the commissary. We have some gold. We need to definitely buy some things. Like a sledgehammer. And running shoes. Maybe the magnifying glass and sleeping mask. At the very least, we have 1 key left. Might have to use it here. Yeah, I think we just end up using it. And if we spend 2 gems, we will get a bunch more keys. So that is good. Okay. veranda. Obviously, trophy room would be insane if we could get it. Greater chance of finding items in green rooms. We don't have a lot of green rooms, but this will get us keys. Gives us 3. Does have a chest in here. We did just buy the sledgehammer. Lots of gold. Okay. Unfortunately, this ends up being a run, most likely, that we just do not get our ladyship's diary again. We've just continuously not been able to draft it, which has been frustrating. We could go all the way back. I think we have a chest somewhere, and now I'm blanking where. Do we actually have one? No, I don't know. Oh, we have the hallway. Yeah, we do. We have no gems. So that also completely limits our options as far as... Let's work our way back. Boom, boom, boom. Go there, open that. Go open the lab. We can also get the sleeping mask for steps. And we might as well buy the magnifying glass. Because we're going to get steps every time we go into a bedroom. For the first time. So let's walk in here real quick. Doesn't actually cost us anything. Give us some gems, hopefully, or a good item. Die are good. We're in a bad spot for gems now. I think we grabbed all the gems in the Chamber of Mirrors. Let's see. Screw it. We don't have utility. Jeez. Can't even spend. Okay. Could have been worse. Wow, man, that's actually nuts. We really can't do shit. This is also locked. I mean, I probably just should have saved, but... Yeah, wow. Game actually completely... I should have gone up to the veranda. That's probably locked now. But... I'm sure there's a ton of gold waiting for us. We could go check security real fast. Just 20 coins. Coins don't really do shit for us right now. Even like the security card would be good because then we could come up through the foundation. I think without it we can't do shit. got everything from the commissary. Yeah, it's locked. Fuck. I don't even know. This feels pretty chalked. We did get that one red room. Or one red letter. Drives me nuts that we can't get a ladyship's chamber. Get spread gold with the office. That doesn't do anything. Pretty sure I need the security card to actually be able to go through here, but also the boat probably is right. Oh, it's on the other side. We could go back under. I'm kind of curious. I actually do have something else that yeah, let's try and do that. We won't be able to take the elevator up because it should be down. You know, I'm actually curious what happens if we go down there. Do we not have the running shoes? Why are we burning so many steps? There's cracks. This does not look like the same room. Not the same stairs. I don't know why we're burning steps, but I kind of want to see what is down here. If the elevator isn't, like, could it hypothetically be different? Could also try and do the chess puzzle, but I think we are probably missing a queen. King is the office, and then as far as I know, the queen is only in the study and ladyship's chamber. Pretty certain. So that might be worthless. Kind of just wanted to see, like, could there be something here? That would have been actually really cool if there was like a secret, like, get a nice view. I mean, it's crazy, this down here is even further down. Than this. We're pretty far down. That almost leads me to believe that you might be able to navigate through the train station. We're gonna go back down there because the last time I was there, there was so much going on. And I want to see. One I'm pretty certain about something I found out that involves the train station. I've put kind of 2 and 2 together. And that is the security footage where Mary, our mother, in the game, also running shoes, you need to start working. Our mother, she holds up a piece of paper with a weird looking symbol on it. And I honestly had no clue. See if this is still lit up. It is still lit up. I had no clue when I first saw it. It looked like almost like an outline of like an owl. Not even kidding. That's kind of what I thought it was. I just haven't been down here in a while. I wanted to see if it was still lit up or if anything potentially changed. Doesn't seem like there's much else there. But she held up the sign on the security footage. And it was a weird, just lines. And I was looking at it, and I was like, it almost looks like a route. And I had taken a picture of the train. Yeah, I can't call it down. Dom. Nothing down here either. Yeah, it was looking a little bit like the train. The train, well, it was looking like, I wasn't looking at the train. I looked at the picture. Sorry, my brain is all over the place right now. Looked at the picture, and looks like a route. And then I was looking at the train, and I was like, I kind of put them side by side or went back and forth and was like, that actually looks like it would be the route. I'll show you guys the picture that I took here when we get down there. Also, this music is so cool. It looks like a route with an ending spot. I'm gonna show you guys. Maybe people have played this already understand, but the end of it was like a little circle where it looked like that's like an ending point. And that actually aligns very well with that map down here, which leads me to believe she or something is there. So that also leads me to believe that we could potentially take this train somewhere. I don't know. I don't know how that would work, but delete it. We did find that. We figured that out. They want to delete the footage. We'll go back and read some of this. Like, we seek what's in the shade of truth. But I want to go look over here because I think I was at the very end of my run and it'd been a long night, and this is the Royal Station. I believe also that we are in the castle. This is the original castle. But there's power down here. Like, how could you even facilitate this power to bring the train? But this is what we're looking at. You are here. We are at 8. If you guys look at this picture, that perfectly lines up. 8 being the starting point, wrapping all the way around to 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. Now, I don't know if that's some code, but it would be 8, if it was a code, 8, 7, 3, 10, 1, 13. I don't even know where we would enter that. But there's like Royal Station, Mainway Station, Oris Train Hall. Which I'm assuming that's where Oris is. We've seen the map. Oris is here. 5, like even look over here, is Fen Central. That's the capital. That's probably how they snuck in, using the old train stations. 13, where the ending point is, it says dead end. 4 is Ruffington, right here. Got Fen Central, we did that. Tanner Fork is 10 right here. 12 is Arindia Station down here. And then on the minor, those are the major stops. Minor stops, East Depot out here. 3, Aries Crossing. 7 is Angel Tower up here. We've seen that on a map. 6 is Lumber Field. 11 is West Depot. Oh shit, I didn't realize I could click on this. Wonder if there's anything magnifiable. Doesn't seem like it, but maybe there is. Like, this is where something is. 13, this dead end. I didn't realize I could click it. I don't think I ever walked close enough to actually. Does it even? Oh, if you look at it. Okay. So platform 8. Yep. How do we progress from here? That I do not know. We seek what's in the shade of truth. Okay, this whole thing, which I think we've inspected pretty good, but the biggest question is, who is Pharaoh? We know who White, Marigold, and Manning are. Who's Pharaoh? Pharaoh could be the computer dude. Tomorrow, the crown of Arinda will finally return to Oris. Oris is actually the city. So they stole the crown of Arinda, but I think the crown of Arinda is actually in room 46. No? Like, this is the rail station. It says Oris Train Hall is 1. Oris is down here. So did they bring it there? Do they mean actually Oris, or do they mean Oris the king? And does that mean, like, we are like the descendant of Oris, which could make some sense. There's that picture. Seems important. We've taken a screenshot of that. We've taken a screenshot of this. We figured out what this meant. I think we really explored everything down here. We don't have a key. We don't have a way up. So I think that kind of does it for this day. I really don't know if there's anything much else we can do. So, I am going to end the day. Take a quick break, but we're going to stay on this video. So, stay with us here. Let's just see how our day went. Fortunately, I mean, we did get the red letter, which was good. Means we don't necessarily have to take the office again if we don't want. Just a garden manor, but we're not gonna have the extra steps today, which kind of sucks. Still gotta figure out the study. Still gotta figure out the drawing room. Gotta figure out where the other 3 safes are, assuming there are 3 more. Day 35. Okay. Take a quick break. We will be back. Alright, day 35. Feels like we're so close to a bunch of things again. Every day feels that way. Let's go outside. I would be happy with the classroom. Of course, be happy with the shelter again, I think. Or sorry, not the shelter. I would be actually okay with the shelter, just to negate some of the red room effects. Be good with the tomb again. Trading post. I mean, getting the tool shed is nice. 2 special items. I mean, that could really change our run. Let's try it. Let's risk it. Shovel, which we did not find last time. And I'm assuming it's the sledgehammer, which are both good tools. Both very good tools. Okay. Sorry, I gotta text a friend back. Alright. So that doesn't necessarily help us. I mean, yeah. Shelter would be nice, but we wanted to get the guaranteed tools. I like the den. If we got the den and then the bedroom, would actually be kind of clutch. Let's try opening all our doors first. We could get that open. We could do the commissary. We could get extra gems. No, we have a gem. We're gonna have 2. Let's do commissary. Get some things. Okay. Don't want to do bedroom. I'm fine with hallway here for the locked trunk. Let's grab that first. Just got a key. Spare green room. Now we want something that goes down to the left. Okay, this is a good opportunity again as we continue to and metal detector. Come on, baby. They hate us. They hate our guts. They hate us. Let's take the die. Now we're wasting doors, but we do get a gem. Letter from our dad. Get a couple of dice. Man, it is so difficult to draw that room. Unless I'm completely missing something, but I don't think I am. The only two ways we've ever drafted it are from the north to the south. Does it have to be a certain type of room? Like maybe we should double check it's not, you know, only a green room? What was the other way we got it? And what spots? It was a green room both times. Have we... I mean, we tried to get it there from the patio and we didn't get it, so I don't know if that's necessarily like... Yeah, what the heck is the solarium? Where the heck was that? We literally had the solarium. Day 33. Anyways, this is all tripping me out. Yeah. Why is the solarium not on our list? Did we do something special to get it? Because, like, even the morning room appears as a green room. Yeah, I'm so confused about that. I want to read about the solarium. Okay. Well, I don't know. Maybe this will help our odds of getting... it. I'm going to save that. Actually, I know this door is unlocked. Just I was going to say in case we got the... this broken lever. Yeah, we actually really could use the workshop, but I was gonna say I have no idea. Oh, in case we got the dog room, we could get the dig spots and open stuff, but that room's always open. Alas. Let's get a bunch of gems. Let's get a key. Save the rest. I have another gem. I want plenty of gems. Could get some really nice luck. I was gonna say bedroom into the closet isn't the worst thing. Let's do bedroom. And then let's go here. Make sure we have options. I'm actually gonna choose passageway. I know that's not ideal. I don't really want chamber mirrors right now. I don't want getting duplicates. I'm doing this because if we get the closet here, that's actually pretty strong. Okay, veranda, greater chance of finding items in green rooms. We will take that. Burn in some gems, but items in green rooms. Very good. Turnip. That. There's our bedroom closet. It sucks, but I think we could take it. Key and a gem. Really want like some juicy items. But we're feeling good. We got a reroll if we need. I might even reroll this. Or we just take security. Not taking archives. I guess what are we even looking for if we reroll? Want something that goes north. Let's just take security. See if we're missing anything. We are not. Let's lower this to low. And then let's change it to unlocked. If we do happen to get the utility closet, if we have to take it. Fudge, man. This is... We could do one reroll. Rough. Rough. This is actually worse. Boy. Don't have... Oh, man. It's risky to burn our only dice roll. I'm just gonna take the dark room. I was actually really hoping it wasn't the Chamber of Mirrors, man. Oh, that's crazy. Like, I really wanted the Chamber of Mirrors because I wanted to figure out if I could solve it, and I thought it was gonna actually be more impactful than just giving us extra rooms to add to our pool. What are we looking for? And it really wasn't. I thought I was gonna have information. So I really wanted to figure out, and I have no clue what this is. What is it? Is there a hidden key? What is it getting pissed at me for? It's not over here. It's right in here. It's over here somewhere. What? That's tripping me out. What could it be going crazy for? Looking for a coin or a key, and I'm not. We're close enough right here. It's definitely closer here. You can hear the speed of it. Huh? What? That is weird. What could that possibly be? Okay. Chamber of Mirrors is kind of fucked. So we gotta take the spare green room. Unfortunately. Watering cans. Solid. There's nothing this time on this side. I will take the Nook. For the 2 keys. Okay, we got plenty of keys, plenty of gems. Could take the parlor. Could take another passageway, which isn't terrible. Gets us more options. Let's take parlor first, knowing we could get another passage. Plus we get gems. The gems are not in this box. The gems are in this box. The white box is true. So, I mean, if these two are true, this could be false. Which means they would be... So that doesn't work. This can't be true and this be false. I feel like these both would have to be true together. Which means that would be false. But that would mean... Yeah, so that doesn't work. So let's try this being true, false. The gems are not in this box, so they're actually in this box. Which means this is false. And this is false. So they're all three false. That doesn't work. What if... White box is true. If this is true. So actually, wait, let's do that again. The white box is false. The gems are in this box, so they're not in this box. Which means this is true. They're not in this box. But we also know they're not in the white box. So they're in the black box. I think that's the only way it works. Pretty confident. Okay. Foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Kind of like that. Aha, we figured you out, foyer. We gotta really hope we don't get a security. Oof. We have no other options. Knowing this will for sure be unlocked. This is getting very sketchy, and we are... I'm redrawing. It's risky, but... Yeah, dining room's really good. Dining room is just fine. Yeah, we have keys. I just don't want to see security. We'll take the lunch. Get our steps. Okay. Now we have some options if this goes to the left, which it does. I will take observatory. Key. We're on 35 luck on day 35. It's pretty good. That looks like bad. Unless we really want the dead end rooms. This looks like the ship. Everything's 50% off. The ship is 15, which means we have 20. Oh, okay, we get... Green rooms are more likely to contain special flowers. Okay, we can take that. Forget sometimes what they look like. So 50% off, and we have the commissary. Draw new floor plans while drafting this room. I really want the library, but we could do the drawing room here and redraw once. Let's do it. Really hope. I mean, we still gotta get the coat check. Oh man. Hallelujah. Holy crap, man. It has been a freaking minute since we've been able to draw this room. Naturally, we do not have the... We don't have the key. Naturally. Sleep mask. But we need coat check. Queen is in here. Okay. Okay. The harp is playing. We finally freaking drew it. Now, for the tough part. Gotta take the hallway. We need... Find code check. We got dice. That's huge. Huge, 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 huge. We know we can go back and buy gems and things at the commissary. I am okay taking the corridor. Not burning anything. I am worried about, like, if we can get utility closet, that's also pretty solid. No. Kennel, maybe? So kennel. Keep doors unlocked. Alright, guys. Buddy. Is there like an order we're supposed to pet them in? You know? Make them happy? That's bad, that's bad, that's bad. We have 2 rerolls. Nook is better than these other rooms. Me? Coin? This is a very interesting run. If we do end up with coat check at any point, I will probably just take it. Because of how difficult it has been to get Ladyship's chamber. Yeah, it's testing me. Game is testing if I will stick to my word, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm going to... You know I'm gonna grab it. I don't care if that was the last door in the entire game for me. And I could not go anywhere else. I was going to take that. Hell yeah. We have the diary. We could check something. Don't need to right now. Whew. Okay. This... We'll see. I actually have no idea what this is going to tell us. Also could open this door. Could reroll. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go right and then hope we can maybe open the antechamber doors. If we somehow end up with the secret garden. But we do have doors through the foundation, so at the very least we have both sides. You know, we can work our way through that whole side, even if we miss the 6 rooms to the west. Okay. Taking the lab. We do the experiment real quick. Oh, let me get our food. Let's not grab that apple yet, because sometimes these experiments... I would love, something about letters. Gain 1 star, gain 1 key for every 2 hallways in your house. Add a small chest to the entrance hall. Okay. Use 3 times the open and lock trunk whenever you spend 2 or more times drafting a room. Add a small chest. Do we have any locked trunks? We have some shops that we could definitely buy. We haven't grabbed a lot of... I would like to add a small chest. Just depends what we think is the most likely option here. We can open the trunks because we have the sledgehammer. We have 2 gems, so we certainly can spend 2 gems. But how often? How many locked trunks are we actually going to find? Especially this late. Let's do the spending, because that's more than likely going to happen at least once. Okay. Unfortunately, we had already unlocked that one, but no big deal. I think this is if we have a furnace. We don't, so we could wait. Might eat it, though. Holy Toledo. We finally can open this diary. It has taken us a fat minute to... Wow, it just opens immediately. Okay. Exciting stuff, exciting stuff. I love getting a new thing to read, especially one that was as difficult to acquire. The Ladyship's Sleep Diary. Okay. January 17, 1979. My dear diary, after countless sleepless nights and failed home remedies, my physician has urged me to document my sleeping routines in the various bedrooms of our estate. It is his hope that by tracking the caliber and length of my sleep in each room, together we may come to a deeper understanding of my condition and perhaps, with luck, find a more favorable environment in which I might finally find some amount of rest. Clara. January 18th, the next day. My dear diary, to begin, I thought it best to start with my own room despite already knowing how unsuitable it has been for my sleep of late. Perhaps it is all the old memories that linger here, as it is impossible not to think of home among so many mementos of my youth. Nonetheless, I find comfort in gazing at the stars before dozing off, and it pains me to consider that if this trial is successful, it may be one of the final occasions that I sleep here. Clara. Ladyship's chamber, my room. Sleep duration 2.5 hours. Quality peaceful despite brevity. Observable effects. I awoke the following morning with 10 less steps, but also observed an additional star in the sky. Does that have anything to do with potentially, like, if you ended your day in any of these rooms? Is that what it's trying to tell me? That... Okay. Dearest diary. Last night I retired to the guest room at... Yeah, you retired. As I have yet to gain the courage to ask anyone to surrender their room to me, even for a night. This bedroom is a cozy space, normally reserved for guests staying the weekend. However, I found despite having a choice between 2 beds, that neither proved to be very comfortable. I must speak with Herbert about this, as our guests deserve, at the very least, as much comfort in their stay as we have. Clara. Guest bedroom. Sleep duration 4 hours. Quality very fragmented. Observable effects nothing special. So guest bedroom seems to do nothing? Is this really like if you decided to end your day in one of these rooms, you would have some sort of a addition? Like, it's going through all of them. My dear diary, it was strange to sleep in the childhood room of my late husband. The room was just as I had imagined it from the stories he told me of growing up with an elder brother. Herbert informed me that the room has remained untouched, almost identical to when they both occupied it. To avoid any accidents, I slept in the bottom bunk, as climbing ladders is not as easy as it used to be. Despite my exhaustion, my thoughts of Simon kept me up through most of the night. Clara. So the bunk room. Sleep duration, twice the usual. Quality, 2 times as restless. Observable effects. The next morning, I went to the family tomb to visit his grave and was surprised to find a flower already laid. Okay. So if I retired in the bunk room, I would the next day see a flower on Simon's grave. I'm trying to think of what graves are down there. There's a few. I know there's Herbert's. There's hers, like Epson's. Pretty certain. Simon's down there somewhere. Why would the flower matter? The flowers are interesting. January 24th. I could not bring myself to ask Hartley. Just take a picture of this. If I could borrow his room for my sleep study. The mere thought of it was mortifying. Instead, I decided to roll the die, as he often puts it, and wait for his night off to sneak into his room to nap. The experience of sleeping in a servant's room was thrilling, but the fear of getting caught was overwhelming. Every little noise startled me, and I couldn't manage to sleep for more than a few moments, fearing Hartley would return at any time. Servant's quarters. Sleep duration, perhaps 1 hour. Quality, terrible. Effects, about half the steps the following day. I also discovered a stray die had found its way into my pocket, which was hardly shocking given Hartley's history. Is Hartley a gambler? So you lose a bunch of steps, but you would get a die? I don't know if that's worth it. This is a really good die. My dear diary, I have to confess that I was initially hesitant to spend the night in the Baron's room. It's extravagantly showy, with every surface adorned with gold and every piece of furniture so large it seems almost comical. But as I lay down on the enormous bed, I was surprised to find that I felt entirely at ease. Even the absurdly oversized pillows were somehow comfortable, propping me up just right so that I didn't feel any strain on my neck or back. I slept more soundly than I have in weeks, and I woke up feeling genuinely rested for the first time in what feels like forever. Master bedroom, sleep duration 8 whole hours, quality the best in many months, observable effects. I woke feeling very refreshed with more energy and more steps than normal. Okay, so master bedroom's definitely good. Seems so far. The bunk room is interesting. Guest room's kind of nothing. More luck if you go to the lady ships. Servant's quarter, you get a die, but lose a lot. Yeah, how much? Okay, this is it. As fate would have it, just as I had begun to make progress in my guest of slumber, a most joyous event has interrupted my progress. My beloved daughter has given birth to a son. Oh, so I was born in 79. And has requested my presence in town to assist her during this exciting but demanding time. For now, I shall take my leave of the bedrooms of Mount Holly, but I am certain, dear diary, that one day I shall return. Lady Clara Epson, grandmother. Aww. So I'm born somewhere between January 25th and 28th, probably. She never did return, though. What the frick am I looking at? So it's clearly a path and a little bridge crossing a stream or a river. The only one I can think of is the west path. But that doesn't necessarily look like the west path. I guess, what is the significance of this drawing? Like, this could be the west path. I mean, it could be, like, this is coming from the front. You walk this way, you either cross to go to the outer room, or you cross this way, which doesn't actually have a bridge at the moment. I'll have to go double check, but maybe you do cross the river here. I forget. And this goes up towards the garages, but... I guess, what is this? Is this important? It shows 3 things along the edge. I don't know. Okay, so master bedroom seems good. Yeah, the bunk room is interesting if we ended there. She didn't do all of the bedrooms, so, I mean, we could test the boudoir and see if that does anything. Okay, that was interesting. Maybe not as much as I really thought I was gonna learn, if somewhat disappointing. What would be the passcode for this? It could be my birthday. I'm gonna try 0125. Actually, let's try this. I don't think this is anything, but... Okay, let's try 0125. 0126. 0127. 0128. Okay. I think that could be a code somewhere at some point, potentially. Would be our birthday. It's 1979, I believe. It's funny as a character not knowing your own birthday, but 25 to 128. 79, which makes us, I think we makes us only 14. I think we may have known that, but I couldn't remember exactly how old we were. Make sure 125 to 128, 79. Okay, we got that right. Yeah, I'm curious about what that picture means. It looks like the outer room with, like, almost looks like the antechamber, like the way antechambers are drawn. Interesting. Just eat this. Okay. could go down the commissary before we navigate up. Is there anything in these rooms we want to check out? I think we just want to make sure we have gems. Okay. We also get gems every new green room we step into. Like, what is this? I really have no clue where this is hiding. Weird. Okay, check security. Should be saving some money on everything. And I don't know, I'm curious to just go out here. No running shoes, but pretty sure this is the picture. Yeah, so this is the bridge, this is the bus path. So it's showing the door here. I guess I don't feel like that picture really unless it's trying to say that could be a room that we could end in. Maybe that would do something. If we like ended our run in here, would that change our next day? That would be the only thing I could think. I don't think there's any bedrooms. There's the hovel. What if we Okay. So we could try and get the hovel sometime. Which is a bedroom. That would be interesting. We could end our day in the hovel and see if the next day that provides some hidden effect. Okay. It's worth a shot sometime. Next time we draw the hovel. Havel? 4 keys. I think they're all in the freaking. I know, yeah, they're in the Chamber of Mirrors. Do we want to order anything? We didn't order anything last time. Always the running shoes. Okay. I think we get extra subs if we just pop in here real quick. We do. There's gotta be something about that. I truly believe there is. What? I do not know, but I 100% believe that that could open. What if we ended our day in here and the next day, if we got it, it was open? She said she didn't notice any effect. Oh, was she ever... Like, did she intentionally go back? Oh, fuck. To the bedroom the next day? Bro, what are you? I literally have no clue. This is just... Yeah, we got a bunch of steps, actually, because we had the ladyship's chamber. Okay. Well, we have plenty of keys. We have plenty of gems. We just got to make sure we don't get a security key. What? It's doing it over here, too. Maybe it's like, maybe it's pinging the chamber of mirrors through the wall. There would be stuff right on this corner. I think that's what it's... It's crazy that you can get it through the through the walls. Okay. We gotta go through the foundation. We gotta hope that there's no security doors, which... So far, so good. Pool or den? Pool, pool, pool. We could get locker room, sauna, pump room. I don't really care, actually, about any of those, other than the sauna is like nice for extra steps, but... Let's just do den. Armory. I like the armory. I do like the aquarium, but yeah, I mean, the aquarium could be good. What are we really getting out of the armory? I mean, we get the torch. What would I don't even know of any candles that can be lit. We get the negative effects of the red room with the shield. We could get let's do aquarium, actually, just for the extra doors. Another gem. I would love to get... I think the rooms I'm looking for would now be... the... Rumpus room. The library. And the workshop. Maybe the freezer. Or the mailroom. Any of these rooms? Nothing. I mean, obviously Secret Garden would be nice if we had that. Yeah, bookshop would be really good too. this way first. Okay, this actually gives us 4 items. Running shoes. Lucky rabbit's foot. Maybe a little late, but... Okay. Key and a gem. Master bedroom, walk-in closet. Man. We could end our day in the master bedroom, which maybe is really good for the steps. I kind of want to re-roll though. Courtyard, pool, or chapel? Just take the courtyard. I don't necessarily want to add rooms to my pool at the moment. I want to lock in what I can get at the moment. Freezer is not terrible right now. Chance of finding items in green rooms. Nice. What was my experiment? Add a small chest at the entrance hall. Okay, gotta remember that. We have so many gems. Freezer actually wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. For our next day, a couple of dice. I'm gonna take walk-in closet, I think. Extra gems, 2 keys, gem, car keys. Kind of meh. Okay. Might reroll. Another walk-in closet. Let's take the armory this time. Maybe there's something new. Use the axe in the room directory. Permanently remove the gem cost from 1 room. For 32. Ooh, we definitely should save up for that. Yeah, if we can find some more gold, that's actually really good. So many keys. Okay, if we're getting the library, which way does the library go? The library goes to the left. So I think we want to do it here. Study. While drafting, you may spend gems to redraw floor plans up to 8 times. I actually might take that. Now we can just redraw. We have so many freaking gems. Again, I do think this is Lady Baroness. What have I? Not lady, but has to do with her. The Queen's date. Queen's date. I don't remember if I ever took a picture of the date of when we'll do a quick pause. I'm actually gonna go back and look and see in the archives what if there's a date on that secret compartment that we unlocked in the archives. I didn't take a picture of it. I want to see if there was a date on when that daughter was born. That could be Oravai. I don't know. I'm gonna check. Okay, so I've got the part up. December 9, 1924, Desolate's princess born in exile. In the 4 decades since the end of the war, little news has reached our news deck regarding the former royals, whose life in exile has remained a quiet source of speculation and mystery. Prince Rolf, the grandson of Desolates IV, broke that silence on Tuesday when he announced the birth of his daughter, the Princess Caitlin JRE. Maybe that's her? Is endowed with her mother's surnames, JRE. I don't know. She's the queen. December 9? 1209? That might not be the exact right date. We might have to inference. Yeah. Like 12. I might just go back. 1208. I knew it was her birthday, so Caitlin JRE is actually Lady Baroness Oravai. Holy fuck. I knew that was. One second. Alright, apologies. I gotta go back. Caitlin JRE equals Baroness Oravai, which means we are, as I thought, direct descendants from our great grandmas on our dad's side, which is why our mom didn't take the male name, she took the female name. We are direct descendants of, well, actually, so we are direct descendants of King Desolates the third and fourth, Prince Rolf, who then had a daughter, which is our so Prince Rolf would be our great-great-grandfather, and he married someone from Raja. He married someone from Araja. I'll go back and look at that at some point in the archives and take screenshots again. Wait, I actually did just take a screen. Never mind, I took a picture. I have it right here. King Desolates IV broke that silence on Tuesday when he announced the grandson of King Desolates IV, Prince Rolf, the birth of his daughter, the Princess Caitlin make sure we're spelling it right. Caitlin, LINJRE, who, in keeping with Arajan tradition, was endowed with her mother's surnames. I don't think the Desolates are Arajan, so I'm assuming the mother was Arajan. How interesting. Okay, let's read this red letter. Red letter number 5. Big time here. 2 red letters today. We know where one more is. We don't know where the other 2 are. And I don't know how to get through that other safe yet. But this is number 2. Okay. Let's find our page on red letters. Number 2. So this is 2. We've had 4, 7, and 8. So 7 had 1. And this was opened with her birthday, which was December with 1209. Okay. December 8th. Oh, I'm sorry, 1208, actually. This is the letter that was written. Maybe? Oh, this is going to be interesting. M. Be prepared for our plans to be set in motion in a month or two. It's all lining up and all of our hard work is about to come to fruition. I have just learned that several members of the museum's... Oh shit, okay, this could be written to Mary? Possibly? Just learned that several members of the museum's guard are sympathetic to our cause. We suspect 2 more to be pure opportunists whose loyalty extends only to their coin purse. Your uncle has already agreed to let us use Mount Holly's flexible floor plan for a trial run. Assuming the red print we have secured of the museum's closed exhibit is in fact accurate and up to date. There's a flexible floor plan. This is the freaking Ocean's 11, where they created the vault room schematically and practiced robbing it to a T. So they recreated the closed exhibit and they found a red print of it. We should begin these trials without delay once you arrive. If you can, within the next 2 months, fabricate some fiction that might alleviate us of the presence of the servant staff. Within the next 2 months, fabricate in December. So yeah, within 2 months, she disappeared. So she did. She worked with somebody to, say that they saw her at the place, the restaurant place. Forget what it's called. We could look it up, but and then disappeared. Until we meet on the shore of White Sands, Caleb. Okay, let's just take a picture of this whole thing so we can revisit. But Caleb Manning, right? The writer of. His name is Caleb Manning. Yep. Okay. So Caleb wrote this to Mary. The interesting part is the closed exhibit, for sure. Or the Mount Holly's flexible floor plan that you could insert a blueprint, red print into that floor plan and it would pop that out for you. That's pretty cool. Okay. Good run. Still got a few more. Well, we got 1 room, probably. And a lot of steps. Wild. Vault would allow us to buy the thing, Majigger. The hammer. We have a bunch of redraws. So let's just redraw a bunch. Until we feel like, I don't know how many we have, but library, yeah, I mean, library is definitely one I want. I think that was one I was leaning towards anyways. We have no way into the antechamber, which means we can't get to those left rooms, but I think getting library is good. We're either getting a book or we can at least mark one down. I think we're gonna get Runes and Realm. Yep, that's it. Realm and Rune, whatever. Okay. So we're the only borrower. This book was graciously gifted by Simon P. Jones. Realm and Rune, Sigils of the Past and Present by Professor R. Willard. Okay. This is good. This is big. Introduction. When the scholars of the First Era found any hidden things, either of a natural source or resulting from the creations of man, they were accustomed to record these in various signs with the aid of figures. They did this in order that the sigils of their realm might not be understood by strangers. Okay. Historically speaking, sigils are not a new tradition. They have been found in every era, in every culture, and predate both written texts and heraldic arts. However, today when we use the term sigil, we are referring specifically to realm sigils, those crude circular marks of designation found on royal artifacts, buildings, and older documents. This book was written to make simple the understanding of these fascinating glyphs and to clearly display the correlation between each sigil and the iconography of that realm's royal art. How is the image of a leafless burning tree seen in geometric lines, and what does that tell us of a kingdom's history? Each line, each circle, and each variation tells us a story of the land. Even the adorned borders around the sigils have special meaning. The sigil. To understand a realm sigil, we must first dismantle the symbol and identify the individual elements that make up the whole. Each sigil is composed of 4 things: the core, the dividing lines, or the rays, the moats, and the border. The core. We kind of figured these out. At the center of each sigil is a unique shape different from each realm. I think I know what they all go towards now anyways, but if the core gives us a name, that the rest of the sigil tells us the history behind that name. Still, it is important to be able to identify and distinguish the core as a first step in deciphering any sigil, as all the other parts are meaningless if we don't first know the place we are describing. Several example cores taken from well-known sigils: Arinda Aries, Fen Aries, Araja, Kororika, Archeries. We knew those. The rays. Spouting forth from the core will come several dividing lines, splitting the sigil into pieces. From one sigil to another, the rays will often differ in number, style, and form. Yeah, so we had no idea about this down here. Studying the difference in these lines will immediately reveal several things about the realm. Transportation, the number of rays. Counting the number of dividing lines in a sigil will reveal to us what method of transportation was prevalent in a realm. Were they a seaside kingdom that relied on ships, or a desert domain that might have employed camels to cross the sandy expanse of the lands? So what does each one mean? Oh, cool. Wow. Naval capabilities, ship routes, seaports. The 8 rays on these sigils resemble the directions on a compass rose. Roads, streets, carriages. The 4 rays here look like a crossroads on a map. Horseback, rough trails, another sigil that uses 4 rays. However, these will always be configured to suggest a horse galloping. Train system, locomotion. The 3 rays here are used in sigils for realms that rely on track-based travel. Aviation, dirigibles, balloons. The 5 rays here suggest travel above the horizon. That's got to be 100% nuance. Probably the stamps help with this too. We find all the stamps, that probably tells us their travel. We'd have to go back and review those. Camels, pack mules, arid or desert trails, 2 rays to indicate a flat terrain, and turtleback travel. I think there is one with a turtle. 5 short rays that do not fully extend from the core to the border. turtleback. Are we talking actual turtles? Huh? Are these like giant turtles? That's wild. Weather. I think we got to see the right side of the page, but we did not get to see the left side. Identifying the style of the ray used in the sigil will show us what weather the kingdom considered native. Some are intuitive, like the jagged lightning-shaped lines to indicate stormy lands. So the straight black lines indicate a lack of unusual or harsh weather and normal temperatures. Foggy or misty weather is indicated when the ray has several horizontal slashes across one side. Wavy lines are used to indicate extreme heat. The scorched air and blazing sun cause the otherwise straight rays to appear shimmering. A rainy realm is indicated with rays of 3 vertical lines pouring down. For more extreme stormy weather, a jagged lightning-shaped ray is used. Ow, mother trucker. A ray dotted with falling circles is used for colder realms in which snow is a common occurrence, and windy weather is displayed on sigils by the use of bent curved lines, rays buckling under the high winds. Motes on each sigil floating between the rays are... We know some of these, but I think some of this was cut off. A sigil, we can tell the type of society a given realm proclaimed, if they considered themselves mighty in arms or blessed by artistic and economic fortune. So we have tribal, a primitive realm, hunter and gatherers, agricultural. I think I've read most of this, but... And then the border. So the only other color I think I haven't decided is pink. Arunda Aries is black, Fen Aries is red, Araja is purple, Kororika is orange, Arch Aries is yellow, Morajai is white, Nuance is green, so that I think that would put Vera as pink, just by process of elimination. Okay, and this was where someone like wrote something in that previous version. Putting it all together, by studying the core, rays, motes, and borders of a sigil, you should now be able to unlock the meaning behind what had previously been an undecipherable enigma. Fen Aries, the Grand Realm, transportation, road, carriage, weather, foggy, society, militaristic, banner, red. Crazy. We do know that one. We got Fen Aries and Arunda Aries. I think we've unlocked two others. Maybe Arch Aries or Araja. I don't remember which one we did. And then we did one of the other ones. Maybe Kororika or something. Okay. That's that. I really wish I could draft. No, I wish I had grabbed library over here because then I could. Well, we got the study. It was worth it, but would love to be able to draft. The bookshop has been hard to get. 0 gallery art named still. Billiard rooms. Does that mean, since I haven't named a gallery art, does that mean that the thick isn't right? That's the only one I felt like I knew. If perfect on the billiard room. We did mess up. We've talked about this a million times, but first parlor game, I accidentally clicked it. The other one that I missed, I just misremembered what I had previously said. But luckily I had 2 keys, so I still got it unlocked. So I think, we haven't really missed one. Most paid for is the passageway. Yeah, so looking at these, Nuance, flying, green, Morajai looks white. They look like they're using ships. So sea travel. Slaver into Ares and Grand Realm of Fen. We've got both of those. A lot of bedrooms that we avoid. We got to grade 7. So, where would we want to end our day? Based on what... We don't quite have to end yet. But based on our grandma's research, the guest bedroom, in observable effects, nothing special. How about just bedroom? Did she ever check bedroom? I don't think she did, actually. She did guest bedroom. The boudoir, I don't think she ever tested. So, I wonder what Starfish Aquarium would do, since that's also considered a bedroom. So we could end our run on any of those. Is there any reason we want to go down to the Foundation? We still don't have enough money. Is there anywhere I can get money? Oh, we probably want to do coat check. Probably put the Lucky Rabbit's foot in there. $32. I think we're missing the king, the office. Because we could do chess as well. But I'm pretty sure the study and the ladyship's chambers both have the queen. So where else could the king be? All I know is the office. And we did not grab that today. Let's... okay. Yeah, drawing room, I still don't know what that is going to be, so that's okay. Could go down to coat check. Probably Lucky Rabbit's foot. Because if we got coat check early, then we could just... Two of the dogs are gone now. Also could do lever, because that's something you just can't buy. And it's very combinable. feel like we find it more often though. So I do think Lucky Rabbit's Foot is very powerful. Because it can just help you find everything else you possibly need. We could have gone down to the foundation, but I think it's probably too late now. I mean, we still can through the front. I wanted to go check security and probably end... I kind of want to end in the bedroom. And see what that could possibly do. Four keys, a trunk. Where's a trunk? Oh my god. Not sure. Did I miss one somewhere? Oh, yeah, the trunk at the front. Doofus. Not that. A little bit extra gold. A little bit extra gold. Not quite enough. Tool sheds out there. I don't necessarily think there's anything else. Could go underneath. Something I haven't gotten in a while is a vault key. Well, I was pretty sure there were more than just two, but we have not been able to get any of those. Which is interesting. Let's see if this is even open. It is open. Okay. Like, look at those gears. How far they go down. We have no more keys. But we have a Raja, purple. Do we know what kind of... do we know what kind of lines they would have? would be their travel? I feel like they might be train. And then they would have what kind of lines? I don't know. I don't know if they'd be hot, stormy. Probably said in the book of Orinda Aries, the history of Orinda Aries. Fudge. I don't know if I actually took pictures. Any of that. It's another thing we could go back and we could review. The Book of Orinda Aries. We know it's purple. So really we just don't know. I gotta imagine they are like the arts. They could be spiritual. I feel like they're poetic, though. Strong focus on the advancement of the arts, writing, music, and language. But I'm not 100% sure. And then we've opened Morajai, which all we know is white, probably. And maybe seafarers. Don't know what the temperature was, but their travel was sea. We got their symbol, white, sea. Travel, but we don't know what their moat would be. Or their weather. I don't necessarily want to just guess. So we won't. Okay, last couple things we're gonna do before we end this. We're gonna go up here. We're just gonna review what we found up here. It seems this is always open now. So, we saw this dock level, entry level, full drain. Did that. Is there anything else here? The symbols of Orinda Aries. Again, everything's Orinda Aries. Like this. This is definitely the castle. Let's spin it 1, 2, 3 times. Make sure there's no other doors. I don't think there is, because I don't think we could even get to them. This only has 2 particular entrances. Let me go check that key again. I highly doubt we have any sort of a code for that. And then we go up, and I think we're gonna end our day in just the bedroom. I would be also interested to end in the nursery sometime. We don't have it today, but okay. Again, this is a 4 code with an 8. I feel like 8 could be. What would it be? There's a floor plan. Oh shit, I just realized there's a red letter in here. Is this a date? Nah. Holy shit. Holy shit. What is May 8? What is May 8? I just realized there was a letter by now. I was like, well, is it a date? The only number here is 8. And then how many months are 3 letters? Literally 1. Could have been an abbreviation, but that was the first one that I thought of. May 8. What the fuck? I don't know. Maybe we'll come across a May 8th at some point, but okay. We're on a roll today. 3 red letters in this video, at least. Okay. Underpass. What do we want to do first? Let's do this first. Scripts in Redford Mining Company, Excavation Department, Foreman's Log 102. Also kept some notes in the Foreman's Log, which is probably some of the most detailed stuff I've actually kept notes on. I don't really think they matter as much as I've written about them, but we have a whole page on these. This is log 102, 113, 90, 16. May 8. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark, trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orindia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal the site back up, the better for us all. The border was was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark trimmed floor plan. Yeah, this is the old castle of Arindia. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that kind of says it all. So they realized by this point what they were digging up. Probably scared them because the Red Guard, I mean, probably didn't want them to be finding this. They'd be like, oh shit. Treasure trove. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add treasure trove to your drafting pool? Holy shit. +5 coin for each time you have drafted treasure trove. So it just stacks like... Okay, I definitely want to find it. And it's a black. Turns out the oft-rumored treasure of Mount Holly was more than just a rumor. So this is where the actual treasure... Oh. I'm still tripping about freaking... the one room I got. Oh gosh. Solarium, man. Wish I could like scroll down and click it. What does that even say? What, can you only get it through the secret passage? Is that why I got it? I don't know, man. Holy shit. Oh shit, this is actually what they were fucking... This is the castle. This is the underground castle. Parts. Holy shit, man. Can we get down there? There's a cart. Does it look like there's a way down? Alright, red letter number 1. Here we go. May 8th. Dear Baron Sinclair, to begin, my name is Worth Laud. He doesn't sound familiar. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honorable Baron Thomas Sinclair, between the years of 1915 and 1918. The former having died last month at the advanced old age of 89, may he sleep in soot and ash. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence, like many members of his and your father's generation. Is he the, like, guy who was doing all these logs, maybe? His father? He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron, not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family, he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. During the wake, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of spirits, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. Now, I am not a presumptive man. I don't assume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is host to secrets of this magnitude. Yet, I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. Oh, they are not stories, my guy. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps, if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly await a response from your lordship, Mr. Worthlaud. So he wanted to maybe work for him so he could... give him a job? I don't know if he's blackmailing him. Kind of is. He's kind of going... he got something for me to do. Yeah. Okay, is this X? We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter. And we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout. Particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. I'm confused what this means. Who wrote it? That's cool, man. I don't know if I'll ever get to go down there, but that's really cool. There is a minecart right there. So... someone blackmailed him back? Maybe? So it seems like it's two different handwriting. So someone returned a letter maybe to this guy, Laud. Mr. Laud. Blackmailing him somehow? Is Herbert the one who did it? Doesn't look like his handwriting. Oh man, the rabbit hole keeps going deeper. Tomb is black. And Foundation's actually not black. What else is with Black Room? Armory's partially black. Black print. Tomb and now Treasure Trove. Treasure Trove Cove. Bro, like... Okay, I don't know if there's anything else we can do. So everyone wanted to blackmail Herbert. This looks like the same dresser. With the same scratch marks and the same keys. Maybe I'm tripping about that. Same random lines. That's literally the exact same one. This clock is stopped at 8:30. No, 8:22. 8:23. Everything's a puzzle. Dude, that's from the video. Holy fuck, the sledgehammer's gonna break something. That is from that video. What did I just break? Why did I break that? Holy shit. What is happening? I honestly don't know why. I walked over here because I started thinking about that random picture of the like crack, and I was just looking for things that look like that. And I just started thinking about that, and then I started just looking around, and then that just popped up. What the fuck? Okay, let's go put that. So, where's the third microchip? What is about to be behind here? Is it in the library, man? Am I gonna make it there? I mean, that's where the other video is. Is there something man, do I need to go back to security and watch that video? Take a coin. Bro, like, something that's been in this room. That's why this game is freaking incredible. This is the very first room we go in, and I just discovered something on day 35. Holy balls. Okay, can we make it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. We wouldn't get back to the bedroom to end our day there. I'm gonna go to the security and watch that video again. Man, that is freaking wild, and it's making me question everything now. Even more. Just things in every room that, like... that have been there the whole time. He was carrying a vase. I remember saying that. I watched that video and I go, is he... It looks like he's carrying like a vase. Entrance. I literally watched this and go, what is he holding? It almost looks like a vase, and he's walking to the front. Yep, it's 100% a vase. So what's this video telling me? Is he hiding something else in the library? He has a book. Brings it over to her and opens it. I gotta watch it again. I was watching him the whole time. So that's the stairs. So the way we're facing. First door would be on the bottom. Other door is on the left. So he's off to the right. Bro, I really want to go over there. Blah, 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 blah. Do we have any way to get more steps? Sleeping mask, we could go in a bedroom. We've probably bought out all the... windows open. Don't know if I've ever noticed that. Oh man, I really want to go look. But I also kind of want to end here so I can see. So let's do that. We're just gonna end here. We can get the library again. Check library. Ended at bedroom. Effects. We could end at the boudoir as well. But let's try this. Let's try the bedroom. Maybe something cool will happen the next time we go in it. We have 5 of 8 red letters now. We started the day with 2. We figured out the first one in the office, and then study, we kind of reviewed our notes and realized that might have actually been her, Caitlin Jayari. And then the last one we got pretty lucky, I'll be honest. So that's pretty crazy. So we know there's 1 still in the drawing room, and there's 2 more somewhere else, probably in safes, but who knows? Some of them in some random spots. Wild. Okay, we're gonna end our call it a day here in the bedroom. Yes, it has been a pleasure. Holy crap, another 3+ hour recording, YouTube exclusive. If you guys are watching this later on YouTube, probably way later than when I'm actually recording this. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here, sticking through it with me. We've had some bad days sometimes. We've had some really good days. But this game, like, every time I think feel like I've got it figured out, it blows my mind with some of these things. So, such a cool game. Yeah. Don't have any more words for it, but see you guys in the next video. There will be definitely a next video, and again, likes, subscribes, comments are all very appreciated. See you next time. Bye.